a textbook illustration of corruption. Nigeria is that textbook illustration. And the corruption, the judiciary is not immune from that corruption. Corruption does not necessarily have to do with taking bribes or anything. It transcends that. And the judiciary has found itself in that situation. Over the years, an ordinary Nigerian has lost, I will not say has completely lost faith, but is losing faith in the judiciary. And that is why one must appreciate whatever good measures anyone in charge is taking. And that is why one must always call it a good start and hope that it continues to a logical conclusion.
Okay, we've got a caller on the line. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Yes, Otis. What's your question or comment? Very quickly.
First and foremost, I really do not like the panels. Like the two panels are, just speaking in favor of Justice Salami. There are, in any case, there are always two parties to a case. I think both sides, people should look at the weaknesses and of both sides and the strength. But people are just talking about the strength of Justice Salami. It's good, is that outside the But let me just quickly say this. When NJC recommended the minister, I think that's what people should look at that anyway. But the president, because of humility and simplicity, he suspended him. I think you have to go look at that anyway. NJC recommended the Salami for this minister. But the president only suspended him. But if people are not crucifying him, if he was dismissed, would NJC not ask president to reinstate somebody that was dismissed? I think I want the lawyer and the man who campaigns for corruption to look at that very well. Because he was recommended for this minister. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Otis. Okay, very quick point then. Yes.
He said, assuming for the sake of argument that NJC recommended dismissal, then for the sake of argument, NJC made the right recommendation because dismissal in that situation would be deemed to be tantamount to removal. The president now says he wants to suspend. The question is, the president does not have the power to suspend. It still boils down to the same thing. He said that both sides are on the side of Justice Salami. I am not holding forth for Justice Salami. I'm just looking at the legal aspect of it. And what I have said is that if you look at the provisions of the Constitution, recommend removal, then the president can remove. Apply disciplinary measures. That is the power of NJC. And if NJC, assuming that what he said is correct, if NJC recommended dismissal, does the president have the power to suspend? That is the question we should try and answer. The president now said, if NJC had recommended dismissal, then why would NJC now say they are lifting the suspension? You understand? Because suspension...
But NJC has not lifted the suspension.
No, they are saying that they want him back in office. That's what NJC has said.
They have
you understand?
it.
So in a way, NJC is now saying that they want him to go back into office. If they had recommended dismissal, there is no going back.
Do they have the authority to let him go back, and will they have the authority to reassign the acting president of the country?
They do not. Answering your question, if it is suspension, it is a disciplinary measure that is different from removal. NJC has that power to suspend, and if I have the power to suspend, I have the power to lift the suspension.
Yeah.
And in this case, if it is suspension, it is within the confines of the powers of NJC. So they will have the power to say, go back. But the point is that it is
Sorry,
difficult.
let me just ask you to hold on there. We've got another caller on the line. Innocent, good morning. Oh, we just lost Innocent there. You can call us back.
The point is that in this situation, we find ourselves in a very, very difficult situation because the president has appointed an acting president of the Court of Appeal, pursuant to his powers, pursuant to the president's powers under the Constitution. The president has the power to appoint an acting president of the Court of Appeal, and he has appointed because it is deemed that that Justice Salami is under suspension, and in this case, the president does not have the power to lift the suspension, but they conferred on him the power to suspend by even allowing him to suspend in the first place. So if they say Justice Salami should go back and there is somebody occupying who the president has put there, it may be difficult for Justice Salami to just go back. And that's why I said that they may just go to court, file an originating summons. It's a simple procedure. File an originating summons. Seek the interpretation of paragraph 21 of the third schedule, subparagraph B, with regard to who has disciplinary powers over judicial
But
officers.
they must know that. Do they need the
They
court?
know, but we find
that.
ourselves in a situation that they cannot just enforce that power. They cannot just enforce the particular power now. That's why I said, if they go for a judicial pronouncement on it, they go to court, tell us who has the power, make consequential orders. Then we can say, they can now go and say that we have a court order saying that we have the power to reinstate Justice Salami from the suspension, and we also, based on that, the court ordered that Justice Salami should go back. NJC can do that because now it is between the judiciary, the NJC, and the executive, the president. And you cannot, yes, even if the NJC says, they have said that they have the power, but even if they say that, they cannot by themselves take Justice Salami there. It will lead to chaos, and we should avoid that. And that is why we say that the judiciary is the last resort of the common man. They should also go to the judiciary for a simple interpretation. We know what the provision is, but just for a judicial endorsement of that position.
Okay. All right. Now, as part of wrapping up now, I'd like to find out from you, what would you say should be the next line of action for the NJC and for the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? Oh, before you do that, let's quickly take this call. Kingsley is calling from Delta.
We should look it from the perspective of the law, not what the masses will say. The matter is in court. Let's wait for the interpretation of the court. If the court interpreted that yes, Salami is not guilty, then the court should order. The court has the right to order the National Judicial Council to reinstall him. Then the National Judicial Council will now recommend. We should wait for the interpretation of the court. Because if President will now act now, they will say, hey, President has acted. Because they are even accusing the President that it was because of those election tribunals and the President connived with some other person. No. Let's look it from the point of law. The President cannot just recommend removal of a judicial officer. The Constitution has stated very clearly. So ask that lawyer to address the issue on point of law. What is the position of the law and what is the interpretation of the court? We should wait for interpretation of the court, because even his own opinion is subject to interpretation.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, thank you very much, Kingsley.
My brother.
Sorry, before you answer, I guess you're a lawyer, and it sounds like he's saying almost something similar to what you said.
That's what I just said. I said that it is, let us approach the court for a judicial interpretation, but not just anybody can approach the court. Like you, I'm sure you are aware of the case that was recently thrown out by the court on the issue of local standard. Yeah. Because you have to have sufficient interest in the case before you can take it to court. And in this case, the person that can have the standard. Yes, NJC, then Justice Salami. Justice Salami is already in court, and we don't know when the case is going to end, because we know that cases in the Nigerian courts can take forever.
So should we wait for Justice Salami's court decision, or should we expect that there will be an expedited action on the part of the NJC to take this to court, and because they're part of the judiciary, assign a judge very quickly and very speedily, and then get this judgment that is required? Is that a possible thing?
We can only hope.
We can only hope.
We can only hope.
All right, your final.
My brother, there is law, there is legality, there is common sense. Most of these things that we are saying, I mean, the judicial thing they are talking about defies, the definition of common sense. This man is going to retire compulsorily by October, and there are so many cases. Some other cases are even coming. Okay, so because look at the case of Tony Nwoye. He won an election. They have declared him the winner. He has been issued the certificate of return. They refuse to swear him. That is injustice. Now, what these people want is that they don't want that system they benefit from, that process they benefit from, fraudulently to end. And they know if this man comes back, it's going to sanitize the place. And what I just believe, what they want to do is to blackmail Justice Salami to withdraw the case in court, insist that he should retire, and he will not be able to return to it. But Justice Salami says that he has not been found guilty of any offense. Why should he do that? And we, the people that are watching, we don't want to see our judiciary